Last week we went into the Speed Force. This week we went somewhere a little bit stranger. We went into the land of musicals. And can I just say, for a second I forgot just how many singers they have on the Berlanti verse, and even some alumni of Glee. Welcome to the heart of the stories we tell. My name is Rob, and tonight I will be reviewing Flash Duet, episode 17. And okay, since this is a Flash episode, I'm going to start with a quick wrap-up of Flash. What's going on right now is they're building towards the Battle of Savitar. They're doing so by building a team of speedsters and powerhouses, but at the end of the day, it's still going to rely on Wally. Or not Wally, Barry. Wow, oops, Freudian slip. Last week, we had It's a Wonderful Life, reminding Barry why it's so important that he has to do this. We also had the splitting up of our newest couple, and the splitting up of an old couple, kinda like on Supergirl. So once again, it's stop. Spoiler time. Supergirl's recently been having relationship issues on her show, and just broke up with Mon-El. This time, though, they bring the Martian Manhunter with them across. And Mon-El. Which is actually pretty cool, because the last time they just brought Supergirl, and I kept sitting there going, aren't there a whole bunch of superpowered people? The main thrust of the episode is all about the musical that they're stuck in. And you know what? I love musicals. I have to kind of channel my own Barry Allen here. Musicals are awesome. Maybe not so much when Music Meister's the one making them, but this was fun, and it didn't fall into the trap so many musical episodes of TV shows do. They didn't make the people who aren't singers sing. Everyone who sang didn't need auto-tuning. So, 2 thumbs up. Plus, we had a little bit of action, on the other side of the world, so that people who don't like musicals had something to watch. Who doesn't like musicals? Put a little love in your heart. Alright, I'm sorry, I won't sing. Whoever pays for these crossovers, though, needs to definitely talk about upping the ante in both Supergirl and Flash. Because, oh my god, the best combat sequence, par none, even better than anything in the Dominator sequence, was when Vibe and Martian Manhunter and Kid Flash, and, well, I guess he's still just Mon-El, he's not Valar yet, worked together to take out Music Meister. They used everyone's capability pretty spot on. Manhunter's flight, Kid Flash's speed, and of course Vibe's portals. Now, our Daxmite didn't actually directly get involved, partially because I think they already had so much. And back at Star Labs we didn't see half the cast, but you know what, I'm fine with that. As far as crossovers go, I'm fine with there being only a couple of characters in them, especially if they're used well. And in this case, they totally were. I honestly think that the Flash characters got better representation in this than they do in several plain old Flash episodes. Now, yeah, there's a little bit of a hanging Chad here. The Savitar storyline has been put on hold, and that's a little meh. Although the idea of the guy in the full armor actually doing a musical number is a little humorous to me. I totally want to talk about the fact that the theme of tonight's episode is totally love lost, and I'm surprised we didn't see more Wally and Jesse throughout that. However, like I said, this is probably one of the best episodes I've seen in a while. And back to the musical part, when I think that the 3 dads singing about how they could wish songs and they could wish money, but at the end of the day they just wish their kids love, was awesome. And bonus points, all 3 of these are actually parents that have parenting issues in the regular shows, so cool crossover thought. And oh my god, the whole song, it was beautiful. They played their voices off each other so well. It was choreographed perfectly for perfect flow, and I'm not crying, you're crying. You're crying! Okay, I'm sorry about that. I'm back. Alright, so the best part, though, was not just that tearjerker, but the awfully offbeat and funny, but really awesome song they sing at the end of the musical. I'm not supposed to sing. I'm your super friend. And I have to agree that both of them had some cheesy lines, but Barry got most of the cheese in there. And of course, that's where the whole what the Music Meister's powers really are here. Because it's not just make you sing and dance. It's put you in your own dream world. A world where you need to figure something out in order to get out. And in this particular case, the thing they both needed to deal with was their love and their loss. And that's partially related to the first question I have for you about this episode. What did you think of them running around without their powers in Storybook Land? I thought it was actually pretty cool, especially the whole who was going to kick down the door question. because at the end of the day, I still think Supergirl might be stronger even without the powers. But I liked the idea. One of the problems we have with the Flash over and over again is that, well, he's the fastest man alive, and it's kind of hard to top that. But tonight's threat was entirely psychological, and really was something that needed to be done on both shows. Not necessarily the musical part that I did have fun with, but the fact that someone needed to come and slap both main characters and be like, hey, look, be grown-ups. And of course, what's the most adult way to end that? Why, with True Love's Kiss. I mean, who doesn't love True Love's Kiss? And that's what snaps them out of it. It's actually pretty awesome. Especially when the fact that Maestro could have walked out of the cell at any point and pretty much just says, hey, look, I'm from somewhere way stranger than you know. It's part of me that thinks that he might be a relative of Mxyzptlk, or he might be someone from Earth Prime. Long story, don't ask right now. But at the end of the day, he did do a major good deed for these two heroes. He got their personal lives on track. And since it's a Flash episode, I'm going to point out why that's so important for him. Because he needs to save Iris, he needs to be fast, and he needs to beat Savitar. Do you think that this episode is enough to do that? Do you think that this episode got his head screwed on straight where he hasn't had it for a while? Part of me thinks that this should have been a 3-part crossover because, oh boy, does Ollie need the help. But I don't think Stephen Amell could sing and dance. So, Supergirl, on the other hand, has this taken care of as well. And I'm just going to say, geologically speaking, I would not want a crazy ex-girlfriend like Supergirl. Hey, wait a minute, now that I think about that, wasn't that another really awesome movie? Have you guys seen that one? That's kind of in all of our wheelhouse, right? Right? Alright, fine. So the end of the episode. And Barry singing about he'll always running home to her and that he knew right from the, no, I'm not crying, it's just dust in my eyes. Alright, well, before I sob out, I need to ask you to like, share, and subscribe to this channel, because we're going to watch the whole rest of this season, and hopefully many more. And then we're going to delve into the heart of the stories that we tell. Thanks for watching. Put a little love in your heart. Help out your fellow man. Give them a helping hand. Put a little love in your heart. I couldn't resist for the end.